Hey guys, it's Marielle with Fathom Realty. Thanks for tuning in this week to Marielle's Realistic Real Estate Advice. I am going to be speaking today to all the sellers out there that are trying to sell their home in this really active real estate market. I have to be honest, I think I can speak for a lot of realtors out there across the United States that once COVID hit, we were not expecting such an active and eager real estate market, and we were kind of predicting other things, but I think we're all feeling super blessed to have things moving and grooving. And it's a really hot market, especially here in the DFW. Things are just flying off the shelf. There's bidding wars on several properties out there, and not many things are sticking around. So those that can get approved, the buyers that can get pre-approval, they have to be eager to see the homes right away and get aggressive with those offers. So I am going to be speaking to the sellers that have their house on the market right now and they are struggling to sell it. With such an active market right now, if your home is sitting on the market for a couple of months, these are just some of the things that you should consider and ask your real estate agent or your realtor to make sure that you guys are doing the due diligence to have the house marketed well and to have put your best foot forward when it comes to presenting your home to the market. So let's get started. My clients, if a home's been sitting on the market, I think for most folks, they're wondering why. And it could be really silly, small things that the listing agent can do to re-represent or present the home in a different way. But the first thing I would ask your realtor or real estate agent is to go ahead and run another CMA, a comparable market analysis. You want to make sure that your numbers make sense. Now, the market changes all the time. Right now in the DFW, it is a huge seller's market. There is not enough homes for the demand here, and especially after COVID hit, the building of new construction properties, it slowed down because of the number of people that were allowed to be on site per build. So we are really behind in terms of home inventory here. So if your home's sitting, ask your real estate agent to run another CMA. Make sure that you are not overpricing your home. Things change. Run the numbers for the last few weeks up to the last 3 months to make sure that you're still in the playing field that you should be. Because at the end of the day, the market is going to tell you pretty much what your home is worth. And if you're not getting the traction, you're not having people visiting the home, then you may be out of the price range that you really should be within. And it's time to be a little bit more realistic of what your home is actually worth. Now, if you feel strongly about your price, then I would go ahead and maybe hire an appraiser to just do an appraisal for you and put that on the MLS and say, hey, this is what an appraiser has listed as fair market value to back up your pricing when it comes to other real estate agents presenting offers that might be lower than your asking price. I know as a homeowner, I think I do a fabulous job decorating and designing my home. But the reality is when you're selling your home, it needs to be presented in the best way possible. A potential buyer needs to come in and envision themselves in the home. So if you plan to move out of your house and it's going to be vacant, I know buyers that love empty homes so they could fully envision what the home's potential could be. But for some folks, it could be hard to imagine their furniture and their personal belongings, and especially if your personal belongings are already in the home. Sometimes it could feel too cluttered or too personal. So, and it could come down to little things like the curtain or the mirrors or just the decor or the paint. The colors that you use in the home can make all the world of difference to a potential buyer walking in and making that first impression. So what I would suggest is looking into an interior designer or staging your home. Sometimes removing everything that is personal to you and having someone else come in with a fresh set of eyes into the space and putting things where they know buyers react well to could really set the mood and the vibe for anyone walking in and just feeling at home in your property. So my suggestion would be to ask your realtor if they know an interior designer or a stager that could come in, give you some suggestions, maybe give you a quote for staging your property for a week or two and seeing how that goes. So what if your home is staged well, that you've done all your due diligence to unpersonalize your home and to keep it clean, and you're really eager to sell? As a seller, I would encourage you to ask your real estate agent or your realtor and ask them, what are you doing to market my home? Now, when you sit down with a realtor, when you're about to list your home, they should be presenting you what they currently do for all of their listings, what kind of online presence that they have, what do they do within the community, if they involve the community, to let them know, hey, there's something available in just right down the road from me that maybe a loved one or a friend would love to be closer to them and might be interested in looking at the home. Ask them what they are currently doing to market your property and give a weekly report. Has there been open houses? How many times has there been an open house? Are you open to that? Have they set up a virtual tour online? Just ask what they're doing and to give weekly numbers so you know that you mean business and that you want to see that there is a big effort being made when it comes to selling your home. All right, guys, let's be honest with ourselves. When you're looking at homes or you're curious, more than likely you're gonna be looking online at homes, right? You wanna do the comfort of your own home, or looking as you're bored out and about somewhere. You wanna make sure that you are looking at all the homes possible. So doing that online is probably the most simplified way to go about it, right? Or asking your realtor to send you everything on the MLS that meets your criteria. Unless you are literally driving by and you see this beautiful home on the exterior and you're just dying to get in, you call the sign number and you book an appointment to get inside the house, we need to make sure that your online presence as a seller selling your property is going to be strong. So when your realtor is about to market your property, don't you dare let them take any photos on their phone. I don't care. Make sure that they're doing professional photos. If they're getting more than 1% of commission, that shouldn't even be an option of doing anything else. A lot of photographers out there that specialize in real estate photography, they have options where a realtor does not have to pay anything until closing and they can take it out of their commissions. You want to make sure that those photos are exactly on point and they're presenting your home as beautiful as possible, because if the online presence isn't there, they are not going to want to see the home in person. That would be a complete waste of their time, right? So make sure that your photos are professionally done and that you preview them before they go live online. All right, guys, that's all I want to talk with you guys about today. If you're trying to sell your home and it's just sitting on the market, or you're just potentially thinking about selling your home, these are just some things to consider, things to ask your realtor, and making sure that they do their due diligence to present your home the best way possible. If you have any questions or comments, or even if you just sold your home and you want to share some advice to other potential sellers, please drop your comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If there's another topic that you'd like for me to discover or talk about, please let me know. My information's on my profile. I hope you guys have a blessed week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time.